Oi, fala aí pessoal, bom dia. Você está escutando o Inglês no Rádio. I am your host, Foster Hodge. This is your daily dose of English.
Hey, Alexia.
Hey, Foster, how are you?
I'm good. So, Alexia, let's get straight to the point.
I'm good too, as well. Thank you.
Thanks for asking. Sorry. It's just, we were just talking before we started recording, so I already knew you were good, and I forgot to ask you again. I'm sorry.
Huh.
Okay, Alexia, last time we talked about your greatest personal achievements, why should the interviewer hire you? Pretty serious questions. Today, we're going to take it a little bit lighter and talk about questions in the future. So these always happen. So we're going to talk about 2 questions today, and one of these questions almost always happens. Okay? You ready?
Let's go.
Okay, first question is, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And the quantity of time can change. It can be, where do you see yourself in 10 years, in the future, in general, in 20 years, whatever. But this idea of, what do you want to do in the future? What do you think?
What I think about myself in 5 years, or
Well, first, can I start as always? What do you think the interviewer is trying to really understand about you when they ask you this question?
I think that he or she, I don't know, he wants to know if my intention is to stay at the enterprise for a long time or no. And my ambitions is if I want to grow. Do I say grow? Grow.
Yeah, I would say grow within the company.
Yeah.
You could say rise in the company. Yeah, I think that's perfect. So when they're asking questions about the future, I think they're really asking, what are you thinking about? Like, what's your game plan here? Are you just trying to make money? Are you trying to get something that looks good on your resume? Or do you really want to work with this team?
How do I say like agregar coisas à empresa?
I would say like add value to the company. Yeah.
Brazilians love this, agregar.
Yeah, we say that a lot.
O que você agrega?
Yeah. So, Alexia, how would you answer this question? Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Okay. If I was...
Let's try to make it more relevant, because I know that most of our listeners are not like nomadic podcasters like us. So imagine you are interviewing for like a big corporation in Rio, like IBM, just a normal marketing job or something, any sort of marketing production job. And they say, Alexia, what do you think you'll be doing in the future?
Yeah, if I take the example from my last job, if they would ask me right now, like I enter as a producer, that's what I'm applying. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? I would say like a coordinator from my sector, from the production sector.
Mm-hmm.
So I would grow, and I would try to grow with my team. Wasn't perfect?
No.
Team.
So sad. So sad. Getting better. There we go. Nice.
With my team. And for sure, I would try to, how do I say this? Criar mais processos.
Create more processes?
Yeah, but it's a way of work with processos. I mean, this would be really, really direct for this function. So
yeah, I would say create more efficient systems or processes to help the business run more efficiently, run more effectively, that kind of thing. Yeah. An interesting thing that I hear in your example and a lot of my students' examples is more or less they say their current job, and then they just choose a position higher than that and say, in 5 years, I think I'm going to be an executive producer or a manager, general manager. And
Coordinator.
yeah. So I remember in one of my first really serious interviews, they asked me this question, and I was like, in 5 years, honestly, maybe this is too ambitious, but I see myself as working in international management at this company. And I felt so good, like, nailed that one, Foster. And the guy said, and why do you want to be a manager? So honestly, Foster, I'm a manager, and managing people is really hard, and it's not fun, and it's not for everybody. And I was like, yeah, you're right. I don't want to be a manager.
Yeah. But in my case, I like to deal with people, so I wouldn't have any problem.
Yeah, but do you want to manage people? Do you want to tell people when they're wrong? Do you want to have the responsibility of firing people? Do you want...
No. Firing? No. But telling people when they are wrong or right? Yeah, I've already done that.
Okay. Alexia, another related question is, so I will give you two questions and you can choose which one you prefer. So one question is, what is your dream job? Or the other question is, what is kind of your dream work day? So I receive both of these a lot. If you talk about your dream job, you're still just talking about what you want to do in the future. And if you talk about your ideal day, you're just saying, in a perfect world, I would go to work and this is what it will look like.
Yeah, but again, right now I only think like, okay, I'll wake up, go to work, I do everything that I need, I leave at 4 and I go exercise and I come back home. But if I was trying to get a very, very good job in a huge IBM thing, I honestly, I don't know, because this is really, really far away from my reality right now.
Yeah, I know it's difficult. What I think is happening here when people ask about your future aspirations, dream job, your ideal day, they're really trying to think about its ambitions, its goals, it's how you see yourself in the world and where you want to be in your trajectory in life. So, for example, I think you could say what you said, like, I want to work and then be done at 4, go exercise. That's cool. But you could add something. So let me think in my case, I think I would answer, one of the most important things for me as a teacher is that I'm helping people. I feel most alive. It's almost a selfish thing because I feel happiest when I'm helping other people. So that has to be a part of my everyday. Secondly, I always want to be surrounded by smart people that help me learn more. So just examples like that, which are always kind of bullshit, but kind of true.
I know that you prepare before this podcast, and I'm all about surprises, what I had to answer. So my answers are always like horrible, and yours are very, very good.
Yeah, well, I had to get some points for Team Foster.
I know what you're doing now. After 5 episodes, now I know.
Yeah. Honestly, though, I did not prepare. It's just I went to business school for 2 years, which essentially is...
I went to business school for 5 years as well. What? What? But you're American and you know how to answer this kind of things in English. I don't.
Okay. Do you want to continue complaining, or do you want this job?
Making my case.
Order in the court.
I am making my case. So no, you not get by with I went to business school. I did as well. So
okay. Well, technically, mine was a graduate degree.
não me cansa, Foster. Não cansa minha beleza.
I think Alexia's been watching too many episodes of Law and Order.
Criminal Minds, não é Law and Order.
Cool. Okay, Alexia. Just one more about interviews, I promise. I think it is really helpful. And I think even the fact that
Wait, one more question?
No, one more episode tomorrow.
Tá.
I'll give you some time to prepare tomorrow, but I really think that if I give you these surprise questions, I think it really helps our students understand why these questions are difficult, what they need to think about. So
I know,
your
but
suffering
I'm
is
always
helping
like,
others.
com o dedo na boca, olhando pra cima, sabe?
Do it for the students. Eles são tão inocentes.
I love them. I always talk to them on Instagram and everything else, and I answer everyone, every single one. So I know that.
I work with them personally every day, and they always say, you know what? We need some really difficult interview questions for Alexia. And I say, I don't know. I guess I'll try.
Okay.
Okay, Alexia. See you tomorrow.
See you,